Okay, so I'm going to take the bolts off on the wing on this side, and it's a 17mm spanner. I just checked, they're 17mm bolts. That one's actually quite loose, that one's come undone quite well. But if we just look underneath, you can just see were originally round-headed, but on this side they're countersunk into the metal, so I don't need to have a spanner on this side. I can just get my 17mm socket and do them quite quickly. That one's probably a bit stiffer, so I might need to get the bar on there that I had earlier on here, but it shouldn't be too bad to undo these. So there we go, the back plates come off the rubber. And now I can take this corner piece off. And you can see the pre-drilled holes in the rubber there from the piece that I've just taken off. I just got to do this side now. Okay, so that's the bolts on the other wing that undone. I just lift it off now. Ta-da! There we go. And the plate on the other side just falls off. And then we've got the rubber. Okay, so well, I've had it on top of those barrels while I was doing the wings on either side and got them off pretty neatly. As you can see here, just flapping away now. And there's the bits there. Well, this, I realise I'm going to have to flip this back over because I need to hold the spanner on while I'm undoing each bolt because they're not countersunk on the other side. They are just nuts and bolts. So I've just got to undo these bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 10 bolts, and that should get that off there then. Okay, so I'll just put it back down on what it was before. Okay, so that's the first bolt out of the back plate. I've got 9 more of these to do. Not so easy sometimes. Let's see if I can get this one undone as well. Oh, actually, surprisingly, as long as I can keep the fitting on the bolt, actually it's coming undone quite well. Quite a difference if you put ease on the bolts before you start a job like this. Right, well, I'm not going to actually film. Let me have a look, see if you can see me. Ha! There we go, I didn't realise I was so low down. I'm not actually going to film undoing every single bolt here because that would just be ridiculous, but you can get an idea. I've got to go all the way along here. All 10 of them, I've done 2. So, maybe I'll finish when I film the last finishing off bit, okay? Because 10 bolts, you're going to fall asleep. Well, I've nearly got all the bolts off now. I've got one, I think I've got one left to do. There's one that's just jammed in there a bit, and there's that one there to undo. You can already see the back plates coming off at the back, separating from the rubber, and eventually I should be able to pull this rubber off. So I'm just going to undo that last bolt, and then we'll see how we get on with the rest of it. The back plate off, and here's the length of rubber off, just a bit wedged in there. I'll pull that out in a minute and then we'll compare it with the other one. There we go, I'm just putting down the new bit of rubber to compare it with the old one. Let's hope all the holes are in the right place. There we go, so there's the new rubber against the old. The holes are in the right places. I've just got to flip this one over to match up. You can see the mirror image. But you can see the difference in thickness, can't you? Walking down, particularly at the ends. That's amazing. I'm not sure how long we've had this scraper, but a few years, but it's worn down quicker than I hoped. The only good thing is these newer scrapers are galvanised, as you can see here, so it's actually well worth replacing the rubber on here because the actual bodywork is in really good shape. Bit of muck on it, but nothing to worry about. And you can go around. I'll replace the bolts in here because I think they're a bit worn, and maybe I'll bend those back down as well because they've got bent. They're the stops. But generally speaking, it's well worth doing. Look at this. I mean, all galvanised. If you pressure wash this off, it would be looking like it was new. And once that's on there, I've got myself a basically £700 yard scraper for the price of £177. So, which is the cost of the new rubber. So, ultimately, a good farmer job to do, really. Right, so now I'll crack on and fit the rubber, which is probably easier said than done.